Could we be looking at 10 more months of bullish price action for Bitcoin? That seems very much on the table, as we have an article I'll be going into in just a little bit from Cointelegraph that references Plan B's model. Plan B's model has been used historically over years to show that there is a strong historical trend on the upwards trajectory that Bitcoin continues to climb. So things are looking absolutely bullish right now. Let's go ahead and move over to the price charts. As we can see here on the daily, there is a green candle being formed. And with the previous indication here on Wednesday, February 28th, of a long position entry using my technical indicator trading bot, which if you guys want to get this, you can get it through my Patreon. I do have a link to that down in the description below. Just shows you the indicators of when to potentially buy and sell using some overlapping of different TA indicators. And what you guys can see here is that we had a nice bullish day on Wednesday, February 28th. Then we had a little bit of a pullback. I mentioned in my video yesterday that we would be looking at probably bouncing around $62,000 to $60,000. And lo and behold, what ended up happening here, we saw a drop that took place yesterday, basically right down to that $60,000 level. What we also see is the blue line here, which is representative of being part of that Bollinger Band, the upper band. This little wick on the candle yesterday dropped down and almost touched that. So here on the new daily formation, things are looking good. There's some pullback that's happened after a nice little run up to $62,650 or so dollars. That pullback now setting at $61,450 as of the time of me recording this video. Remember, like, these videos are recordings, so things can happen over the hours after this is done. But based on where we're at right now, it's still following the same trend and what my expectations were that I mentioned yesterday, which is that I could see us moving into a consolidated space for a little bit, right around $60,000 to $62,000, $60,000 showing that level of support, potentially having a little bit of a drop down taking place. But things overall are still very bullish because with that VWAP, that purple line, we saw that the price did pass up above it. One thing that's a little bit of a concern is we do see that on the red candle that closed out for yesterday, it did close down below it. So there's a little bit of a battle going on trying to retake that position. If this can climb a little bit higher, I would say right around $62,000 and it closes out, then we would have another instance more than likely above this VWAP. It's a little hard to tell with the way that it's positioned here with that red candle from yesterday. But overall, I'm still very much optimistic on this. And Bitcoin itself up about 1% on the day. We see the RSI still being considered to be overbought. It's a little bit high over here. Ideally, we would have that a bit lower. But that's also why I said that if we move into a consolidated time, things move sideways for a bit, kind of bouncing between these zones, that RSI should start to cool down. And then that makes it much stronger when we try to make that rally push up to $69,000. Thankfully, with the pullback that happened yesterday, we didn't see an outrageous amount of liquidations take place when people were doing leverage trading. Things handled themselves pretty well. It did drop down, as you guys can see on the charts, but it could have been way, way worse. And so the thing is that if you're looking to do leverage trading and you want to try and maximize your profits, you can check out different exchanges, one of which I will share with you in this video is called Margex. And what's nice is that they give you a huge spectrum you can choose from. So you can do leverage trading anywhere from 5x all the way up to 100x. There's no KYC to get on this exchange. You can get started in about 30 seconds or a minute. If you use my referral link, make a deposit, you can actually get a sign-up bonus. So you deposit $100, you get an additional $50 bonus. If you just want to check out the platform, peruse through it, see what it's all about, even do some practice leverage trading without having to deposit anything, they do have demo funds. So it's a nice way for you to practice leverage trading, see how it works, and they have that available on their platform. They also have copy trading, they have staking, they've got a good collection of different cryptos, and they're slowly adding more from time to time. It's available in many different regions. If it's not available in your region, there are people that use VPNs to get around that. And let's go ahead and move back over here to the price chart. And again, we're just looking at the current price at $61,335, right around in that range. And it's looking pretty good, but just a slight pullback. We'll take a look one more time at the end of the video. Now let's move over here to Cointelegraph. I'll include a link down in the description below. Bitcoin analyst Plan B predicts 10 months of face melting FOMO. Plan B's bull market signal flashed as Bitcoin price was trading firmly above the $62,000 mark. The Bitcoin bull market officially started on March 1st, according to synonymous quantitative analyst Plan B, who is also the creator of the controversial stock-to-flow model for Bitcoin's price. The Bitcoin accumulation phase has ended, along with the easy Bitcoin buying opportunities, according to an X post by Plan B referencing the stock-to-flow chart. Bull market has started. If history is any guide, we'll see 10 months of face melting or fear of missing out, FOMO, extreme price pumps combined with multiple negative 30% drops. So the synonymous analyst prediction came 2 days after Bitcoin breached $60,000 for the first time in over 2 years. Bitcoin fell 0.75% in the 24 hours to 3 p.m. Central European Time to change hands at $62,472. While the stock-to-flow model gained popularity during the 2021 bull run, it's far from being a perfect Bitcoin price oracle. According to the chart, Bitcoin should have breached the 100K mark in early August 2021, when Bitcoin was trading around the $44,000 mark. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has also criticized the stock-to-flow model for giving investors a, quote, false sense of certainty. Well, one thing I want to go ahead and really stress on with this is that in 2020, we had a global pandemic. Then we also had some major fumbles that took place, for example, with FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. And those ripples caused a huge impact on economies all across the world. When we're talking about a model that focuses on just the basic elements itself, suggestively, it was on track to do all of that. But then you cause some huge unknown thing to be thrown into the equation, some variable that's just really out of left field. It's not surprising to see that there's these instances that causes some sort of a distraction. Okay, Plan B's predictions are in line with other analysts' expectations. According to Vettel Lund, a senior analyst at K33 Research, Bitcoin usually consolidates during the period immediately after the halving, but rallies in the following months. Lund told Cointelegraph, while the immediate post-halving performance has tended to be sluggish, each halving has proven to be a solid point to enter the market. 150 to 400 days after the halving tends to be the sweet spot where the compounding effects of subdued minor selling pressure impacts Bitcoin positively directionally. Beyond the much anticipated halving, the recently approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, or ETFs, have also contributed to the growing investor interest in Bitcoin and its subsequent price appreciation. Bitcoin price saw a 3% correction after Grayscale's recently converted Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF dumped $598.9 million worth of Bitcoin on February 29th. Despite the outflows, Bitcoin price is up over 22% during the past week, according to CoinMarketCap data. Excluding Grayscale's ETF, the 9 new spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded over $2 billion in combined daily volume for the second consecutive day on February 28th. The new ETFs accounted for 75% of new Bitcoin investments since their launch on January 11th, according to a report by on-chain data analytics firm CryptoQuant. The ETFs have introduced passive, price-agnostic demand for the first time in Bitcoin's history, which will lead to new all-time highs before the end of 2024, according to a research report by Bitfinex analysts shared with Cointelegraph. Our analysis forecasts a conservative price objective of 100K to 120K to be achieved by Q4 2024, and the cycle peak to be achieved sometime in 2025 in terms of total crypto market capitalization. So again, I'll provide a link over to the Cointelegraph. You can check out a lot of these other articles that they're posting as well. Cointelegraph is a very reliable resource for crypto news, and that link is down in the description below. That's what I got for you guys in this video. Let me know if you're feeling bullish or bearish on Bitcoin. Personally, I am bullish, but my expectations right now are to be moving into a consolidated space here over the next couple days, unless there's some unexpected news, potentially some large whales that come in. But as is right now, I feel like this whole movement up, expecting things to kind of relax just for a little bit, and then we have a further push up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to We Love, Victor Vegas, and Worlds of Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. Again, you can check out that referral link to Marjack's down in the description below. You can also check out the Patreon link for HG access if you want to join that exclusive trader group. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.